So this is Stratus, the first legendary extreme demon in the game. I was quite a big fan of this level ever since it came out. The decoration was really good, it had a great intensity, and the song is an absolute banger. Back then, I didn't even slightly consider going for it, but a few months later, I gave it a little try. And oh my god, I couldn't even get through it in practice mode. The level's just so damn confusing. Over the course of the next months upon months, there was some random times where I tried the level a bit and just didn't get anywhere and gave up really fast. I really want to beat this level, but I just feel like I physically could not. But after some time, I successfully beat a few extremes that were a bit more learning, and I decided, screw it, let's just see how Stratus goes. I heard that seems really scary at first, but gets consistent later, so I want to find out if that was true. Are learning levels really not as bad as they seem, or will I just never be able to play all these really cool learning extreme demons? Well, let's find out in this episode of GD Progression. So, day 1 of Stratus went exactly how you'd expect. Learning. A lot of learning. I was able to get a pretty decent understanding of the last 3 parts, so that was not bad. Along with learning the first 2 sections of the level, which aren't that confusing, but still took a second. Okay, well, that was a really stupid death, but I got any best? Nice. But yeah, that's about it for day 1 on Stratus. On day 2 of Stratus, didn't really get any notable runs, but I got a decent understanding of the whole drop from 30 to 100, which that was honestly great progress. Wasn't consistent at it, but knew how to do it. But on day 3, however, I got a really good run. Oh my god. That was really far. Holy shit. That was an insanely good run. I almost did the drop to 100 and more. It was great to get that run. However, just as I was getting consistent at Stratus, I had to go on a trip at this time, so I wasn't able to play LoL as much. I skipped day 4, but on day 5, I literally got no good runs. So to make myself feel a little better, I decided to get a few new bests from 0. Okay. Alright, another new best. I knew I was gonna die there, but I got to the drop though, that's cool. And then day 6, nothing happened that day. That day just went awful. Then the next 3 days, I just had no data from them. I can't remember if it was because I forgot to keep track, or I was traveling, or I was just being lazy. But day 10, I got some real drop attempts where I didn't die to the first click. Yeah, it's the most expected death ever. Whatever, that's just what I wanted to do right now. I knew there was a very low chance I was passing that, but I got there though, that's cool. And then I also got another pretty far drop attempt. Okay, that was a dumb death, but that was another good run too, nice. One thing I forgot to mention is for some reason I died to the first 2 clicks of the drop most of the time I got there. Which I know, it's incredibly stupid. One of them is literally a buffer click and the other is pretty hard, but still. But anyways, on day 11 I died again to my newfound choke point. Yeah, that's expected. Oh my gosh, just the second I get into the drop, I'm just worried about that the whole time. But then a few minutes later I got some other really good runs. Oh, I got past the choke point. I'm happy about that. Nice. What did I even die to? Okay, we're inching our way up, aren't we? It may have been some really stupid deaths, but day 11 was great. I got 2 new bests. However, the next day on day 12, very early into the stream, I got this. Bro, I just started, what the hell? Holy sh**. Okay, that was really good. I don't know why it took me so long, but I finally did the drop to 100. And then that wasn't it, because I got a new best. Oh, damn! That was good. That was good. Nice. Drop 200 and a new best. This was going great, and I got even more good runs. That's a very sad death. Okay. No! Wait, I died to the exact same thing again. That's not even a choke point or anything. Why? I had 2 whole runs where I genuinely had a good shot at beating the level. Unfortunately, the whole next week, I barely had any time to play Stratus. I only got in 2 sessions, and I didn't do very good on them at all. This is the one good clip I got. That is a really shitty death. And then finally on day 19, whenever I did another stream, I just played horribly. And then I found out later that night that my save device was void clicking, and even my backup save device was void clicking. So that kind of explained why I did bad, but how long was my save device void clicking for, and did that mess up my other sessions too? I guess I could have explained why I wasn't playing so good some of the recent sessions. So then I had to wait 3 more days for my new save device to come in. And it was finally time to get back into the swing of things. Oh my god, I just had to click earlier. Well, I got a new best. That's very cool. Even though my consistency on runs was not great, I still got a new best. That was very cool. I was already quite happy with that, but little did I know what was about to happen just a few minutes later. TF anymore? Well, he beat Anathema like 2 days ago. What do you mean? I don't know, I've never seen anything wrong with Trick other than the APT situation was really stupid, but other than that, I don't see anything wrong with Trick. Oh my god, no way! No way, holy shit! Did I actually just do that? Oh my god, what? Holy shit, I actually control my nerves for once. Yo, I'm super happy about that, wow. I mean, this level took a long time, but beating it today is crazy. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. I thought I was gonna have to play this all for a few more days at least. Let's go, fluke from 63. That's also my biggest fluke on an extreme demon ever, so that's also very cool too. Alright, well this is gonna be really high because this level is really learny. And I will calculate that all later. I think it's like 13k temps. You know what, I'll take it. I'll take it. But man, I've feared this level for my entire life. I'm very happy to have this done. Super happy to have this done. Wow, an episode in GD progression where I didn't spend half the video dying to the end continuously? But seriously, I'm so glad I had a decent fluke on this and didn't suffer to a bunch of end deaths. But yeah, let's talk about this level for a bit. First of all, as I said earlier, I was quite a big fan of this level ever since it came out. Even though the deco can be a bit too flashy and effect heavy, it's still some really good deco. And I thought this level used 2.2 features like camera movements and sound effects really smoothly compared to other levels in that era. Also, the song is an absolute banger. I've had this song on my playlist since this level came out and I haven't gotten bored of it. Alright, now let's talk about the gameplay. So obviously this level is very, very learny. Now, learning didn't actually take way too long. It took me like 3 days to pretty much fully learn the level. Not be consistent, but fully learn the level. However, I kind of expected this level to be like you could just beat it as soon as you learn it, but it was not like that for me. I don't know why, it just took a while to get the consistency down. But it also had to do a bit with some random breaks I had to take from this level, my save device void clicking, and yeah, a few things went kind of weird while playing this level. But I still think this level is fun, and I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 on the enjoyment rating. The gameplay flows very well. To my surprise, there was like not a single bug in this level. However, there's a few parts I had some issues with. First of all, I found this 46 wave to be a massive choke point. I died here a lot more than I showed in the video just because I didn't want to repeat the same clip too much. But yeah, that was definitely the hardest part of the level for sure. Also, some of the wave gaps and laser blitzes part were pretty tough. And I found this part a little bit annoying because there are some invisible correction slopes, and this part you just can't see anything here. It's all memory. But even as someone who struggles a lot with learning levels, I still found this one to be quite quite fun. And in my opinion, I think this is my 6th hardest, being below Shurima but harder than Clock Tower. I definitely don't think this level is as easy as other people say it is, but that's probably because I struggle a lot with learning levels. Speaking of which, if you happen to be another person that struggles with learning levels, I encourage you to go play one yourself. They are not as bad as they seem, and they can be very fun. And yeah, that's about it. I'm really happy to have this level done. I've been scared to play, but really want to beat it, and yeah, I finally got around to it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of GD Progression. If you want to see more GD Progression episodes, check out this playlist right here, and here's some other cool videos. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.